Hey guys, Joshua Peterson Electric. This is now the fourth part of the video. I forgot to tell you the date. It is May 8th, 2018. Just so you have a recollection on this, this gate is about 20 years old. It is an FAAC motor. It's based out of Fort Collins, Colorado. That's all I can tell you. But here's Jeremiah, the maintenance guy for this beautiful home, and he's going to discuss with you what he knows about the hydraulic side of it because he found out that. Hold on a second.
So here you have underneath here your keypad, or not keypad, your switch to unlock the hydraulic system. So if you turn this counterclockwise, you can then manually open and close the gate. And sometimes you have to do that, manually close the gate and then lock it back up to get it in a reset position. So that's how you do that.
And that's a 400 series light leaf is what they call it. And that had to have 50, I don't know if it's like a pressure or 50 decimals on the microboard inside of there, so it had enough voltage, because it is a voltage regulator on that to get these to open and close. Oh, show them the gold knobs.
Because you can't see them.
On this piece here, we took the red knob off to expose these valves right here. Sometimes you have to adjust these valves, but you have to do them evenly, but only like 1/8 to 1/4 of a turn at a time. You don't want to do too much because then you'll put too much pressure to them.
And then these three torques come off. This in here, I believe, was a 5 metric. And then once you get this off, this piece in here was a 3 metric. And then to fill the oil, can you discuss that? You take off the torques and then the shield.
Well, you take this cap off, and then you pull these two gold knobs off, and you pull this one out. Then the whole centerpiece will come out and expose the motor. And pretty much, if you're looking at this thing from this standpoint, you want your oil level to be about this high. So when you come in through here with a screwdriver, you get about a 45-degree angle. So you're going to want about 2 to 2.5 inches of depth of your oil level. So make sure your oil level is at least about halfway if you're imagining this being your height.
And it could even go up to 3/4 at this line, because right here, if you crack this knob and there's no oil coming out, that means it's starting to dry out because it should seep. And this is going to be your highest point, and nothing came out. Now, we do need to get more oil ordered and get these filled, because after 20 years in Colorado, they're going to dry out. So the other thing is make sure this is capped really well. Now, they did say don't put pressure, because if you hit the gate with a car or put too much pressure, inside of here are your lock torque mechanisms, and those can strip out, and then you have to get them rebuilt, and they have parts on the parts list. This oil right here was a part number of like a 417059 or something, and they do have a difference of hot or super cold, like Antarctica. It'd be like -40 versus being -20 for Colorado. So that viscosity matters. And it is also a dielectric oil, so because the motors sit in the oil, the dielectric means it won't be energized. So it's very important, because then you touch the side of this gate and you could get energized. This is the power cord feeding